We often talk on this show about introducing people to anime that wouldn't normally watch it. We are going to talk about what anime you should check out based on your astrological sign.
Scorpio. Scorpio is October 23rd through November 22nd. I myself happen to be a Scorpio. Thank you very much. And I think you guys all know how great Scorpio is in every way. Mm-hmm. And you were just like, what could possibly go with this mysterious, passionate, smart, amazing sign?
Probably psychotic.
And possibly scary and psychotic sign. And there was only one thing, and that is Death Note.
Uh-huh.
So the thing about Scorpios is they're passionate, independent, and unafraid to blaze their own trail no matter what others think. I'm pretty sure that Light and L fit that to a T. Light made himself essentially a god on Earth, a god of fear. And everyone knew Kira. Everyone knows Kira's. And L is the 5 greatest detectives of all time with a giant freaking screen on the FBI that has a giant calligraphied L on it. These guys make statements everywhere they go, okay? Mm-hmm. Also, the thing about a Scorpio is they're mysterious. There's a lot going on under the surface, and a Scorpio tends to not reveal that because they have an innate need for privacy and security. Once again,
fits that's all characters to a T.
That's all Death Note is, right? Yeah. I mean, L is constantly, it's the cat and mouse game between Light and L. Mm-hmm. Both of them always have secrets. Both of them always investigating one another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing.
And then again, this is another sign that has that very sexual energy side, and that's where the character of Misa comes in.
Yeah.
The character of Misa is that sexual energy that is such a big part of what Scorpios are.
But what's really funny about Scorpios, too, is they hate people that aren't genuine. Mm-hmm. And that's also kind of why Light was very, very dismissive and cold towards Misa all the time, because she seemed like such a fake person.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of based on, she's an idol. Yeah. She's like a Japanese idol. And he just felt like she was sort of, silly, but she aligned with his plans very well.
Yeah. Well, it's also why he had such a sort of, love-hate relationship with L. Because L gives the impression that he's not real, but everything about him, that is exactly who he is, even though it doesn't seem human almost, you know? But so it's for Light having to sort of reconcile that, and it's why he kind of hated him, but also respected him so much.
Yeah. What's weird about Scorpios is even though they're mysterious, they're all about being authentic, even if authentic isn't pretty. And that's another thing with Light. Some of my favorite things about the Death Note manga and the anime is all the looks of surprise on Ryuk's face by how totally evil Light is. Light is unimaginably terrible. And Ryuk, who is a god of death, is always just very surprised by his decision making.
Not upset by it.
No, never surprised. Upset. Yeah, and frankly, he did this for his own entertainment, so it kind of makes sense. But, Light and L, it's both. They say exactly what's on their mind, and, they dive into anything with 110% enthusiasm. With L...
Even tennis.
Yeah, even tennis, exactly. With L, it's 110% enthusiasm of catching the bad guy, and with Light, it's 110% optimism of world domination.
True that.
You gotta respect that. Or not, I guess, if you're not into psychopaths. This was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we first came up with this concept, first you're going to think of your sign first, you know? I think you did a little more pondering for Cancer, but for me, I was just Death Note, done. Yeah. But then it was so fun. We waited and we're like, let's go through the stuff. And then we waited, and then we're like, all right, what do you think? And we both came up with Death Note because how can you not?
It's 1, 2, 3. Death
Note. Yeah, just had to do it. Even if you're not into astrology and you haven't seen Death Note, it's awesome. Oh, and one more thing. I just want to say about Death Note, just in case you think shenanigans, we don't know what we're talking about. It's ruled by Pluto, the sign of Scorpio. And Pluto is the god of the underworld. And guess what Ryuk is? He's a death god.
Yeah.
I'm not making this stuff up, guys. It's what I like to call science. All right.
Yeah, science.
Earth science.
Uh-huh.